There's so many ways to ruin this. There's the dashes of this Azir and Yunara. There's also the really good point you made about Crescent Guard. Like, if Xiao Hao gets trapped with these carries, he just props the Crescent Guard, and Haru doesn't do any damage.
Jungle is coming. Xin Zhao is almost here, but Junhao, it would take him so long. He probably has to invest his flash if he wants to be a part of this play. Maybe, oh, they know Xiao Hao's here. Uh-oh.
Xiao Hao is spotted, but now he knows he's been spotted, so the only person who isn't known is Junhao, who's used the lane to walk all the way up, get the flag and drag on his EDZ. I think he dies. No reason to burn the flash here. Really creative gank setup there from Junhao to get ThunderTalk on the board first. That will be a decent chunk on to leave. Does
That's
give
the
Xiao
scuttle,
Hao
though.
Yeah, first track towards that scuttle.
Oh!
Let's see if, let's test your theories here and see if he gets maybe over to level 6.
Wait a
Junhao
minute,
does have
Junhao!
level 6.
Yeah.
You get off the wave. Now he uses the Cataclysm on a Perukia. Ryan's coming over. Xiao Hao, though, has the Crescent Guard off the Scuttle Crab. Knocks Feather away from him. Gets exhausted. Angels try to desperately come over here as Ryan is out of mana. Perukia is down first. Xiao Hao re-engages. Feather going to go down. Leave dropping many autos, but it's the Shuriman Shuffle that doesn't do enough. It still gets Ryan that double kill as he chases Leave down.
ThunderTalk, they're first on the river. Haru, this is impossible for EDG, especially, I'm looking at Angel's position. He's nowhere able to get into this fight.
Okay.
What are we doing?
Probably go after Ryan. He has to flash away as Perukia is going to catch him out. Leave gets the angle. Arc of Ruin should pick up the kill. Dragon secured for ThunderTalk. Feather has the Unbreakable Will pop, but he's getting broken one way or another. Let's just see how many autos it takes from Leave to finally secure this kill. It's Xiao Hao that will get it instead. Just a day ago on this Ambessa. So good to see some ThunderTalk members with such a fresh squad. We talked about the graphic, how many, how low some of these players' tier 1 reps number is. I mean, you just got kit diffed right there, Leave. That's why people play Misfortune a lot of the time.
Oh my god, look, how broken is this? She has 1,000,000 shields, and she has the Eclipse, so
she's gonna die, right? Oh, misses the public execution. It doesn't even matter. I mean, that's disgusting damage out of Keshi.
ThunderTalk are all in position around this dragon, and for me, it's going to be about can we protect Haru and Ryan 3. We get the first turret here at 14 minutes. He's going to recall and be super strong. I don't think EDG can fight.
I mean,
he's TPing first.
He's TPing first. Feather! Oh, the Shockwave whiffs. They try to use the Alistar to deliver it. They at least get themselves a dragon. That's a win for ThunderTalk. Junhao goes in, but there's the Emperor's Divide. Keshi flies in the back with full execution. Angel, does he have enough protection? The shields are gross from Keshi, and he's eating up a ton of trade damage. He has to flash away from these here.
Perukia
going to re-engage with Crescent Guard. Perukia on the back end of the fight gets a huge crash down Magnet Storm that allows Leave to step up and throw down the Gatling gun. Auto after auto, ruining this TT play. Gets another slow. Perukia throws Haru back into his team, but sacrifices himself as Ryan does find a trade back.
Out the HP to play for it, but this is way too far. We know that on the other side that Perukia's behind him. Come back to life?
No, he's getting caught by Xiao Hao and Angel. Don't know how that play started, but definitely seeing ThunderTalk showing signs of a team looking to clean things up like side lane allocation.
That's a big portion of the lead. For him, though, it's not bad for the 1v1 because the Hen is still down 1,500 gold, but EDG are getting turret plates, and it's going over to the Azir. We talked a lot about how Angel is an amazing team fighter. He's going to be on Azir with an expedited 2-item power spike coming through. Are we not going to be contesting for this dragon? Like, we need to be moving now. Perukia's going to come back out of the map. This is the next 45 seconds. If EDG are not getting vision down, I'm a little bit worried about them walking into the pit here. This upcoming fight. Herald is being spawned now as ThunderTalk look for the mid-turret.
Doesn't have enough damage from Shelly herself to get the mid-tier 1 down. Do they feel comfortable stepping up? They're looking for the dive. There's the Shockwave delivered from a Cataclysm. Leave didn't have a shot in hell to even move or click out of that combo before his screen goes gray. And Perukia, his sidekick, is going to have to pay the price as well. There's how you use that combo, TT, with EDG separated. And now they've earned themselves Cloud Soul Point as we crest the 20-minute mark.
Sad thing for me, I look at Leave, flash, barrier up, I'm pinging that in the chat, and we're saying, what's going on? We lost our mid-turret, and we lose the dragon. Now, soul point here at 20 minutes in this game. ThunderTalk are in a fantastic spot to close this one out, and just wait for Leave to join the fight. A minute and a half before this soul. ThunderTalk, I don't think we need to look for anything right now.
EDG are going to respect that snap combo. They can throw on anyone. Feather's going to go in. There's public execution. They're going to burn everything on his EDZ. Grim Deliverance doesn't even come out. Perukia crash flag down. Magnet Storm comes across. There's the Crest Guard from Xiaohao as he gets on top of Ryan. And look at Angel fly all the way after the 80 carry, but he turns it on his head with a bullet time that smashes him down before he gets straight out. Xiaohao's going to fall to try and find that trade as the fight splits out onto two fronts, and we go an even 3-for-3.
Oh, but well, what else
Haru,
can ThunderTalk actually push you? Haru's going to find Perukia.
All right, good little stun. Haru's going to flash away.
Oh!
Nearly has no damage and snipes away Perukia as he runs out of the jungle of our heavyweight bout at this Cloud Drake. And it's EDG to start things up. TT need to be aware of this Perukia flank, though. He's coming across, and he has a marked Ryan. But where's the follow-up? Perukia goes all by himself. He's trying to stall for the dragon, and he sacrifices himself for that. Xiaohao grabs it. Shockwave, public execution, throws all TT in the background. Good flash from Leave, though, to get away from Junhao's Cataclysm. That is a frame-perfect flash to get EDG's 80 carry, and now Angel gets to fly in with a huge Emperor's Divide. Ryan turns back with a bullet time, then it's gonna fall flat. There are the Edward Gaming carries, standing up tall, acing home ThunderTalk. What a turn. You could hear the sort of sounds, the worries that so many EDG fans had.
Such effort to get yourself some kills. Let's not lose our minds, though. Every dragon can still be a soul here for ThunderTalk if they're able to
leave Yunara and Azanya's 3-item Angel.
Oh, no.
So it's even harder now to get the best value out of bullet time.
I thought their team fights were sound. I think setup was good. Angel!
Oh my god, Angel parts the base of ThunderTalk open, but he goes to the station. That Crescent Guard from Xiaohao is going to buy enough time for Angel to fall before Ryan can take him out. Kessie now gets to fly in. Feather gets cut down, and it's down to the EDG bottom lane, but Perukia is going to go down next. Leave, you're going to have a highlight play 1 versus 3, or ThunderTalk are going to turn this game on its head, wiping everybody but ZDZ off the map.
Angel looks for what is the hero play, and that kind of biffs it in some portions. I will not lie, the trade is not bad. You still get the mid-tier 3 turret.
With his revive, Junhao's got a GA to himself, so these fights are naturally going to extend a lot more no matter what, and that plays a lot better into the hands of Angel. Plays a lot better in the hands of Lee. Can TT cut down the angle? Angel gets caught. Shockwave Cataclysm. He's going to go in Zanya's, but he doesn't flash out of the bullet time. Angel goes down first.
Keshi!
He's going to grab Leave, and he immediately tries to flash out, but he goes down. Keshi with the clutch plays on his patented Mbessa again. CDZ goes into the GA, but he's immediately knocked up, skybound, and it's all down to the top laner for EDG. The Grim Deliverance, the revive, it's all just prolonging the inevitability of ThunderTalk wiping a late game team fight, and they're going to look to march down mid lane to shock the very team that swept them a day ago.
Oh my god, wait a minute. So OMG win their first game and their first series, the series before this, and now ThunderTalk will do the same here in Group Perseverance. They're going to win their first game up against a team in Edward Gaming they just played last night.
The death timers, they're a little close. Perukia
they're going to go for
desperately waiting. Angel's up in 3. Leave a mere seconds behind him. Can they hold? Have ThunderTalk overextended? Angel's here. Here comes Leave. Perukia to re-engage. The turret's still pretty healthy. Junhao with the shockwave on to Leave. Gets the Cataclysm down, but he goes into the GA.
Wait a minute.
Leave is going to stay alive until Keshi flies into the background trying to find the trade kill. Turret's going to go down. Angel still stands tall.
That's
it! Gets cut down through the Cataclysm, and there's a huge public execution that is just enough to put the bow on top. ThunderTalk win game 1. Revenge on their mind over Edward Gaming.
Look, EDG 2-0'd them last night. Are we going to see a pretty massive upset?
The way you can build Gwen now with the possibilities, it's going to be fun here. We've seen a lot of talk about the new AP items, how disgusting they are, and a lot of different champions, mainly the AP Jax builds we've been seeing.
Down. Just gets his Fey Lights here in topside. Junhao is starting this. I don't like this, but I think that the buttons that TT have pre-ultimates are just significantly better than their opponents. And EDG just say, look, we're not going to look for anything. Cool. So I'll make sure to check him out. Junhao, I don't think we're allowed to do this. I think we're getting one and we're out.
Nope.
No one else is here yet, buddy.
Let's see if he can juke the... All right, he gets away from that Vault Breaker block. But yeah, I don't think... I think TT have backed themselves into, hey, maybe they can walk in and take one from Xiaohao.
Oh, they got
Xiaohao,
2.
you'll let the third one go? Nope. Stands his ground. And I don't think you're Vault Breakering back forward. All right, so I think that's a pretty big win for EDG, taking a lot of the steam, the gas out of Keshi's side lane Gwen Exodia.
So, good play from Keshi. He got himself the turret plate. Going down half HP after you just teleported. Not the best, however. Perugia.
Oh my god, Perugia does the fake out, and TT's bottom lane falls for it with ease. Oh my gosh.
Movements of the clone.
That was nice. Fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me. ThunderTalk, especially Ryan. I mean, you knew he tried that on you earlier to stop your back. So.
We're going to have some older guys. We're going to look to really try to farm most of Group Nirvana and maybe take a couple of best of fives off of Group Ascend teams. But so far, hasn't been good.
Down. Good flash and clone usage. Get away from the tidal wave. Haru does have the Weaver's Wall, doesn't need it. Gets the nice little seismic shove flash combo, and Perugia is caught. Leave, very audacious look for this trade. Flashes over 1Q, but I don't really, are we buying time? Yeah, he's buying time for Angel. All right, Leave. Shouldn't have doubted you, because he sent enough flags up for the Cavalry to go right where to come down in. Gets the Void Seeker to make sure Angel finds that kill. Leave, nice positioning.
Beautiful play there from Leave. It starts off with the support getting caught, and it transitioned into a 2-kill lead here for EDG, and maybe even a third. Haru has no flash. He used it to kill Perugia, and now that's the turret as well. 2,500 gold here for EDG, and almost like 2/3 of that is now on to this 80 carry.
Smash luckily doesn't catch him under the turret, but that's not a good sign for ThunderTalk. Oh my god.
We're going for the turret. Oh, Junhao's going to get solo killed. Junhao's solo killed.
Oh yeah, ZDZ, that's my brush.
He can literally just stand here and take the entire turret. Doesn't matter.
Okay.
Yep. Kanik, Rookern, he'll have Soul Furnace in 3 seconds. This entire time, EDG are hitting the top tier when they're going to summon the Herald. Are they going to go mid with this play? Because I think there's a very real explanation that we could look for. No, never mind. We're just going to take 3 plates off top lane. Okay. And they get the teleport. Damn, this is such a good play. Gets his Muramana in the next 5 minutes. That's something, but...
Weaver's Wall play. Leave gets away from the seismic shove, though. Disgusting amount of damage you can trade back, but those slippery stones made it so he was going to get stunned no matter what dash he used, and that's side lane because it's definitely scary for Haru going forward. The innate burst that Akali can bring to the table. Also the Hex, the Hextech Gunblade being back in the game. That it's kind of a ridiculous amount of AP damage that you just fire out randomly if you need a little bit of extra burst. At least Keshi's getting some plates back, but again, it's just...
Cool. I mean, the rocks are down. Yeah, this is not meaningful in any way right now. EDG just have such a lock iron grip on this game. I guess she's just going to force the issue.
Okay. Oh, good flash away from Decimating Smash. Need to work. Gets him some decent healing. TP help has to come through here. Can Keshi finally break this mold? CDZ's going to go down. All right, Keshi. I think Angel can catch him, though. Chases down with the Shroud. Yep, and there's the Hextech bolt to the face. And Angel finds the trade, but had the TP to even find that, so win for Keshi.
That's a huge win, and now ThunderTalk's laners can hopefully hit on some turrets right now. Haru's on the bottom side. He's going to try to take this bot lane tier 1. Ryan is not able to get any damage, and look at this contest. Feather can't be here.
Oh, flash after. Killer Instinct going to come through for Leave. Yep. There's the pick play.
That's Baron.
That should be Baron.
Just snowballed this into more leads. We took control, we played a slow game, and we choked our opponents out. That is the EDG that I have come to know, love, and hate here in the LPL in the last year and a half.
No, things are going well when you don't even need a smite hole.
Great job from Perugia. Yeah, I've loved it. We as a broadcast have really loved watching this player grow now.
Oh my god. All that's for Perugia, by the way. It's for the Nico support. Do they even find this trade kill? I mean, yeah, okay, they got rid of Perugia. But you lose out on the Junhao and use so many resources to make that pick onto the support. And who has the inside track towards the mid lane? It's EDG. Crystalline Overgrowth. Mid tier 1 turret down. Blasco audaciously throwing Keshi in the wave, the minion wave.
That's fine. It's fine. We're in the Twilight Zone.
Nice.
There's an inability for us to get to that point anyway. So
that was a good one.
So third dragon for EDG. That's Soul Point. This is more the EDG I think we were expecting in game 1. I don't think it's gonna work, but you always got game 3, so just try some things. They've played a lot of their games from behind, not just this roster, but also last year and the year before.
Against a Group Ascend team. All right, we have to hold that thought. Angel was not expecting Junhao to be sticking around this long. Zanya's the cease and desist. Gonna flash out the seismic shove. He's doing everything he can to prolong this fight. Can he go 1-for-1 with the burst? Not if he perfect executes away. Junhao's gonna flash. The Vault Breaker doesn't land. Oh, Angel might have a chance to find this kill. Remember, he's stalling so well, the EDG are getting a lot more on the map here. So this taking this long does innately hurt ThunderTalk in the immediate, that being in mid lane.
Mid lane, and we still have so much to play for. Like, EDG are just stacking so much gold. They have a 5,500 gold lead, and almost all of it is mostly in Xiaohao and Leave. And you are 3 items. The same can be said for all of the carries on ThunderTalk. This has to be when it kind of clicks.
Okay, flash away from the stop onslaught. He gets over towards the GA.
Look at the healing!
That needlework do a disgusting amount of damage. See how he gets his GA pop. He's still healing through a lot of it. Leaf goes down about half HP, gets hit by that tidal wave. Seismic shove on into it. Perukia looks to re-engage. Pop Blossom falters. ThunderTalk go 1-for-1, and Junhao's feeling a bit brash. He wants to go forward now. See how much damage they can do into the tank CDZ. Flashes away for another good seismic shove coming out from Heru. The chase continues. Junhao leading the way. Cease and desist is back up. Leave off to the side, looking for an angle to come back in with his GA. Angel goes back in for the backline. Feather gets deleted. Angel goes right after Ryan. Ryan gets deleted. And TT overextend themselves, trying to make the desperate play to save this game, but instead, they end the game. Ace over to EDG to polish off a dominating response.
Needlework there, giving him a little bit more. Just isn't quite enough at this point. Teleport comes in, it is Keshi. He does have ultimate. They're very low here.
Okay. Leave. Oh, good little killer instincts. GA's gone. Oh my god, here comes CDC. Bouncy house! Keshi, I like the look, buddy, but GA did. Yeah, it almost feels a bit foreign how Poised Leave is playing on it. Really fed Kaisa. I'm with you. We're up 10k gold with Soul. We can throw ourselves into ThunderTalk, and I don't think we really lose here. ZDZ, hey, he subscribes to this idea. Maybe a little bit too much. That's a really good Weaver's Wall from Heru. And that's a free pick on his ZDZ. This up to try and have first position for Elder.
They have vision of this. They just use the redemption from Nami, so they know this is going down. Half HP here. There's a Perukia engage potentially coming on through, but everybody's teleporting for this play. This could be a huge turning point in the game or the final point.
All right, there's the tidal wave. Junhao, can you steal it? Cease and desist. And Baron's very, very low. 50-50 at some point. Xiaohao secures it. Okay, Ryan's on top of Leave. Leave deletes Ryan. All right, there. Boom goes the dynamite. EDG, respect the poise. This game goes on as long as they need to finally force TT out of their comfort zone, and they wipe down the fight that we all expected. We're going the distance here. Good perseverance as Heru wins the. That's like checkers right there. We got a King Heru. He went over Angel's checker.
Yeah, they were doing the like instant transmission thing where you keep teleporting behind each other. They use the wall. Yeah, that's just it. We'll just watch Heru die right underneath his Nexus turret. EDG are sending us to Game 3. It took us an extra 36 minutes to do so, but hey, at this point, a win's a win, as I keep saying.
And a dominating one at that. Not much more to break down there because EDG gave us all the time to talk about how many ways they were ahead. Low damage solo lanes until very late are on, right? Well, then maybe Heru can be reliable. There's not a lot of reliable follow-up damage for Junhao with this paranoia, unless you're ulting for, like you mentioned, like side lane plays. Well, Zenith Blade engage gets the cleanse out of Ryan. Both junglers are, begrudgingly looking to fight here over this top scuttle. Angel does have that ghost advantage, gets this guy on the weak stun. Unleash power immediately thrown fully out, but gets poked really low. Heru's gonna flash for first blood. Junhao gets away from Xiaohao. Oh my god, the longest realm warp you've ever seen in your life. Please get the Rip Prism. All right, Heru, come on. Can't go through the unbreakable wall. Xiaohao, is very lucky to be alive. Heru hit every single skill he could to nearly find himself a double kill. We don't see where exactly Feather is. Couple pings show him towards the Drake Pit side. None of this matters, though. Junhao uncontested. The grubs going down before first dragon. That's something that we're used to talking about in season 15 last year. 25. Oh, hello. Solar Flare. Oh, the ghost doesn't get hit. Oh, the stun. Good little find there from Perukia. And the Unleashed Power gets the kill home. So both mid laners have claimed the lives of their counterparts so far. Assessment. Guys,
all right, never mind. It's not 10:45. Maybe it's 11:15.
Okay, we're going for Heru. Nice little stun. Scatter the weak. Angel finds the pick. The stun lock comes down thanks to a nice timed solar flare.
He's already down almost a full level. Exactly, he had flash the entire time, and he had merc treads, so it wasn't like he was getting CC'd for the entire duration of that play. He had many opportunities to use the flash, opted not to, so, and ThunderTalk are kind of left with very little reprieve. I mean, unless they make something happen around ZDZ, this is a huge win.
I mean, I'm still waiting. Junhao, yeah, we got to see that first paranoia. Flash comes out here from ZZ to try to clear it some distance. The Fierce still going to come through. Grand Starfall behind. Angel's here as well. All right, don't know if they'll be able to get Junhao, but they're definitely going to make it a top laner for top laner trade. Oh, maybe they will. Perukia is going to force the flash. Junhao luckily has a blast cone nearby. Solar Flare, Perukia might be looking. Cassante, you know, Rise, Nautilus. You got to go Blackfire Torch.
I'll tell you right now, this champion with ability haste is broken, so you just need the Blackfire Torch. And
you know who's broken with ultimate ability haste? Good old Junhao right there. Not saying he has any yet, but oh, he does. He has Hexblade. We're gaming are bringing to this matchup that we kind of were missing in our first match of the night. There we go.
There we go.
Prisms. Junhao turn the lights out. Angel gonna go down. Again, it's the Grand Starfall turn with Perukia nearby, but this time TT get their kill without having to get near the EDG turret and way before the reinforcements come across. Still, Xiao Hao's gonna section off Heru. Does not have the Realm Warp. He is as good as dead, and this time with Leave here, they can make sure the gold goes to the right place on the trade back, but TT on the map.
To be reinforced by a Keshi TP, and you still get the Herald? That's dicey at best, and pretty bad at worst here for ThunderTalk. A great trade coming in for Edward Gaming.
Very fun to see two teams opt into playing the map with their comps, and I feel like that's a really good test to see which teams are at better spots. Oh, Leave. Well, improvement plan. It was not followed there. I don't think we should ever be close enough for Keshi to get a 1v1 with you, Leave.
Time on the start, I think more so it's going to be him taking his recall, moving in. Dragon going over to TT is not all that bad, so we are getting some push and pull in this game.
We got the plate off the turret. We saw the TP. We just need to back up there. So still those problem points that EDG need to solve a bit more, and like you mentioned with the push and pull we've had in this game, they're not up a whole lot. It's like a couple hundred gold. We're even on Dragons. We're going to even up the turret count here with Heru taking the bot tier 1 side turret. Here's the play, though, for Xiao Hao and the rest of EDG. They are going to bring good old Shelly out to throw herself at that tier 2 turret, but it's just gold plates up on this Dragon. Again, part of the reason that the pace of this game is slowed down is you have to remember, first Dragon of the game came off the board at 11:30 on the clock. So we are just now getting to third Drake with Baron already on the map. It's making things a lot more slower pace. We are not immediately having to fight over some big soul-altering dragon yet.
I think TT are just going to give up this Dragon, play for position over mid. They're putting all 5 members into this right now. EDG are already on this. Let's just take the mid-tier 1. Maybe we can go for a little bit more. I mean, we have 3 grubs. Why not? Angel cannot walk back into this until Perukia gets here. This just might be the whole turret, and they can Realm Warp themselves out of this play. ZDZ is still split pushing and does not have Mega Gnar anywhere near close. You have to start thinking that maybe that comes to haunt some of these players.
On to Junhao. Instead, it's Feather that gets jumped on. Flash still gets the stun from the Pantheon. Solar Flare stun over top. Xiao Hao's dead. Heru is flanked. He's looking for Leave. There's the Nightmare re-engage coming across, but Angel gets thrown into the wall. Ryan executes the Syndra. Junhao's going to flash himself out. Re-engage all out from Keshi. Gets on to Leave, and a flashing, piercing arrow from Ryan stabs the heart of EDG's damage control center. And now the rest of the squad is scattered to the wayside. TT looking for a chase. I don't know if they get any speed ups, but Heru does have an inside track. Has to be wary of his health bar. Perukia might just look for this turn. Gets the slow from ZDZ. Heru, can he get a Rune Prism down? Piercing arrow, Perukia dies to the Arcade Comet. That means 3 big kills for TT.
They've been good about taking turrets. They've been good about pressing and pushing TT on side lanes. Now we need to see them kind of make it true, happen around these objectives. A Dragon win over to EDG, and right now it is going to be Junhao who evens it out at 2 apiece for both teams. Enar for a Baron take.
What timing TT have found on this very Baron. Heru is on a mission. You can cue the Mission Impossible music behind this guy, the way he is looking for the flank. Finally spotted. Light's going to go out. Hero gets jumped out by Xiaohao, but nobody else can kind of engage because the lights get taken away. They still find Feather. Keshi goes into the meat and bones of EDG. Hero has to go into the stasis, and Xiaohao goes after him. Shunhao executed by a big unleashed power. Angel's trying to do the heavy lifting here, as now finally EDG have found a fight on their standards, and they have mopped the floor with TT, who desperately looked for a pick that was never really there.
That might just be game. I mean, 40 seconds left. It's Feather, and it's going to be Keshi who can defend this base. You have a Sivir. EDG might have just won this off of a single team fight here in Game 3.
Nobody's near Cloud Soul. Baron got, a little bit of a rebel rouser going on.
Oh, EDG.
But they're not going to go for the win. Okay.
Thor leave. Flash available for Ryan 3, and this Baron's almost done.
We got to get in. We got to ult now. We got to get towards the pit. Lights are going to go out. I don't think they can steal it. Nope, too late. It's secure.
Oh, no!
The Rebel gets canceled, though. TT can't get out thanks to their trusted Rise. All out. Wheel pulls Xiaohao away from the fight. Mazizi has already claimed Feather. TT are just trying to run away with this Baron, but Angel's looking for the chase. Scout of the Week finds one, but Keshi's going to protect Angel from chasing down any of these kills. Keshi is the sacrifice as he eats an absolute power for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. ThunderTalk get our first Baron of the game, and they should get out with 3 members holding the purple banner.
Picasante, I don't know what those forward items are going to do. So we'll end up seeing EDG still have a huge lead. 6,000 here. Trying to see if they can get some crystalline overgrowth. It might be Keshi who's dead.
Oh my god. I mean, yeah, let's test how beefy that health bar is. Angel and Leaf can certainly get it done. Yeah, wow, that was way too easy with that execute from the Unleashed Power. Angel once again doing the heavy lifting. No Realm Warp to safety. Just brings a couple of minions alongside TT, and full point for Edward Gaming.
We're going to keep going. There's just nothing else to do. There's no waves for them to catch right now. It's going to be EDG, I think, moving into the bot side. Let's try to get a little bit more vision. EDG are just so slow. They are not a team that usually makes a ton of super expressive plays. I think Keshi knows. Oh, no.
CDC got that Meganar so fast, Keshi. Oh, that Cassante health bar is not going to matter, friend. You tried for the teleport gambit, and instead, a very untimely death for Keshi. 35 minutes in, that death timer is a full fat minute.
Following, how much further can EDG take this advantage? It's still a 30-second death timer here for Keshi, and he doesn't have TP, so as long as they're rushing and getting the other side of the map, Perugia.
That is a very deep find to nothing. That is one of the problem points EDG have had. Perugia looking for an engagement.
Angel!
But Angel's going to be here to rescue with a 3-man stun. Sending ZZ in the backline with a Nart bar, but Shunhao gets himself out. Feather is fine. They turn the lights out and ruin that engagement. Leave is on the front line, throwing heads with Heroin winning. Oh my god, Leave wants this series over on his own, running straight at TT with no fear in his heart. It's a 5 versus 3 now. Keshi respawns to see 2 of his members fallen, and EDG, unlike their last base push, they're looking to end it here.
Yeah, the wave is gone though. They don't have any minions. They have a wave now crashing from mid and bottom lane. Leave might have just won this game.
Angel's stuns are going to bring it home as well. Down goes Feather. Keshi flings himself into the waiting arms of Leave to finally take down the one person that tried to end their series. And he may have fallen, but he falls as a statue for EDG's victorious march forward. It took a whole lot of patience and way longer than I think Edward Gaming fans wanted, but they are back to 500 and have swept won both series against ThunderTalk.
These were some of the best highlights from today's matchup. Which moment was your favorite? Let me know in the comment section below. This is OP, and I'll see you tomorrow. Take care.